Good morning. We're giving everybody just a little peek at what's coming up, right?
Yes. Oh, it's been an amazing morning already. Happy hump day.
Yes, happy hump day to you too. Dr. Laurie Davis here, along with Virginia. A little bit of a different time frame today because we do have a show coming up at our regular real time. So we had to move our little 15-minute ditty ahead of time. So how are things with you? You got a little trip coming up. Is it okay to share that?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes.
Tell us about it. It's so well deserved.
Well, my good friend in BC has been wanting to do a girls trip for quite a while, and going through everything I went through the past few years, my cancer and just everything going well. And then, so this year she turned 60, I turned 50. So she just said, let's just do it. So she grabbed a couple other of her girlfriends in Lacombe who we were all together at her wedding. And we're going to Whistler, BC for the weekend.
Oh,
I've never been. She's always wanted to go, and we planned it for later May because I guess they have an amazing outdoor farmers market that opens up after May long. So that is basically our goal. Is just, we rented this fabulous condo, hot tub facing the mountains. So we're just, it's going to be an awesome weekend. So I fly out Friday and come home Monday. So
now, when you fly out, where do you fly into? Whistler itself or Vancouver?
We're flying into Vancouver.
Okay.
And then she's picking us up in Vancouver, and then we drive what they call Sea to Sky Highway, I guess.
It's beautiful.
Is it? I've never been. I'm so excited. So Sea to Sky Highway, and just gonna, just take our time. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm so excited.
We did that drive.
Yeah.
On our motorcycle.
Oh, see, that would be awesome.
In the day.
Yeah.
And I also was in Whistler to support a women's retreat there way back in the day.
Yeah.
So we rented a condo and did, this retreat weekend, and I was part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's beautiful there. You're going to love it.
I'm
so happy for you.
Yes.
I'm so happy for you.
A well-deserved break. We were chatting on our group chat last night, and I said, it's been over 15 years since I've done just a girls trip, and the last one was my mom, my sister, and I. We went to Phoenix, Arizona, and went and saw the Grand Canyon. Did a helicopter tour. It was amazing. It was so much fun. But I thought, you know what? Wow. Sometimes the girls just need to get together and just be, right? Just be. So I think it's going to be. Over 15 years. I think it's deserved.
Wow. Yeah, I'd love that too. So that's something we should think about doing, in the self-worth community, once we always used to have a conference, but that's different than just a getaway. One time, years ago, a group of 12 of us went to Acapulco, Mexico, and we did the same thing. We rented a house, looked over the bay, and the pool was there, and the pool guy, I'm having a flashback. Pool guy, he'd come out at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'd be in our bathing suits sitting around the pool, just enjoying the sun. We'd had a big breakfast. 10 o'clock, he'd come out and he'd say, ladies, you want a margarita right now, or a pina colada, or a tequila?
Yes.
We're going, are you kidding? It's at 10 o'clock in the morning. And he'd say, which one you want? Oh, never mind. I bring them all. Honestly, it started early in the day. But we brought in like massage therapists, and it was beautiful. It was probably the cheapest holiday I'd ever been on, really.
Yeah.
And it was the most glamorous. Okay, well, today we're going to change the scenery here. We wish you all well, and I can't wait to hear about it when you get back.
Thank you.
And, we wrote, or I put together my happiness workbook, 21 Days to Happiness, Joy, and Inner Peace. And we've been getting rave reviews. I sold 100 of those books before they were even printed. People pre-ordered them and we sold them. But anyway, what does it look like to be unhappy? we've got 10 symptoms we're going to share in the next few minutes about what it's like. How do you know when somebody's unhappy?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get started. First one, distractions. Unhappy people are all over the place.
Yeah.
They're doing this, doing this, doing this, busy, busy, busy. Distractions. That's a symptom of being unhappy.
Yeah.
Wow. What's another one? We're going to go back and forth.
Yes, pessimism. And we're adding negative self-talk onto that. So you're just negative all the time about everything. It's exhausting and draining to be around someone who is pessimistic all the time. Just that negative energy constantly pumping out. It's exhausting to even be around them. So
Yeah.
negative self-talk, when you're in that unhappy place, and that's when you're going to find you're not nice to yourself, and that's not healthy either.
No.
So yeah.
Another one is playing the victim. Of course, we've talked about that. That used to be me a lot. Not so much now, but always feeling like the world's out to get you, or somebody's always putting a knife in your back, or you're not really feeling good about yourself. Victimhood, maybe, because many of us were victims when we were children, and so we carry that into our adult behavior. Absolutely. And we're just constantly looking for ways to feel sorry for ourselves. Another one.
Ooh, comparison.
Oh.
They're so much better than me. They've got this, they've got that, blah, 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 blah. Again, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. You need to be happy with who you are and what you have in life. It's just comparing yourself to someone else doesn't accomplish anything but unhappiness.
Yeah, she's thinner, she's richer, she's cuter, right? The next one is holding grudges. Ooh, that's big. Mm-hmm. Holding a grudge forever and ever and ever and not being able to let it go. Wow, what a waste of time that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we all make mistakes, we all mess up. And if we don't let ourselves off the hook and the other people off the hook, it wears you down.
Yeah. Yeah, we talk about grudges as even just like rotting from the inside out.
Yes.
Really. Because nobody sees it, but it's there. It's rotting, it's festering inside. Yeah, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. Grudges. Yeah. Yeah. The next one I have is complaining.
Wah, wah, wah. Back to that victimhood, because that's the behavior of a victim too, right? Yes. So, you could take a person to the best restaurant, you'd have the best food, the best service, and they'd find something wrong with it.
And you know what's so funny? I was thinking the exact same thing, because I used to, when I waitressed, and now I'm particular about my steak. Okay, I really am. So if my steak came back not the way I asked, yes, I would send it back, because I know that, what I'm worth to have that steak if I'm paying for that. But yeah, people just complain for the sake of complaining. It's like, come on, really? What, you ate your plate and now, you're going to complain about it. That's exactly where my mind went to, was that going out and eating and complaining. Unhappy people.
Yeah, unhappy people do unhappy things.
Exactly.
The next one is control. That's a good one for me to talk about, because I was extremely controlling. When you don't feel like you have control of yourself on the inside, then it becomes necessary to control everything and everybody around you. Mm-hmm. So you feel like you have control. And for many years, I was extremely controlling. And wow, think about this. What did I choose for a career? Teaching school. Yeah. Is there anything more controlling in such a controlled environment? And I could control the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah. Next one.
Isolation. They just, when people are unhappy, they don't want to see people. They don't want to go anywhere. They don't want to do anything. With isolation, you'll probably notice maybe they're not taking care of themselves. physically as well. Maybe they're not showering, clean clothes, brushing their teeth, anything simple like that, right? Is isolation is, it's different if that isolation is chosen. Maybe you find, I know for myself that sometimes I just need some quiet time and then I can regroup and come back, right?
Yeah, me too.
But I'm not staying there. I'm not staying in that isolation. I'm not staying away from people. That's the goal where we're talking about just unhappy. If someone just, you call them, hey, let's go for coffee. Yeah, no, every time, every week, the same thing. You need to check in. That's concerning if someone is isolating themselves. Absolutely. There's a lot of unhappiness.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Check in.
And of course, we isolate because we don't want anybody to know that we're not happy.
Yes.
Like secrets, having secrets.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is really something I know I've done a lot of work around, and that is becoming grateful, because not being grateful comes from unhappy people.
Yeah.
They cannot see the good in anything or anybody. They're not thankful for what they have, who's helped them, their opportunities. They just take everything for granted. Not grateful for their spouse, their children, whatever. Yeah.
I love that one, Dr. Laurie. Going through, I'm going to use my cancer treatment again. I put on a lot of weight, and then it's like, this body. And then I thought to myself, this body got you through. It got you through all the treatments. So, so learning to love and be grateful for what and where I am right now. It does. Right. It takes practice. But being happy with it. You know what my body did? My body succeeded and got me through probably one of the worst things I've ever been through in my life. So I need to be grateful for it. It helped me through. Yeah, our last one I have is perfectionism.
Oh, I was queen of perfectionism.
If you feel like you have to do everything perfect all the time, there's something going on. There's something going on. Being good at what you do and being thorough, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's the fact that I'm not going to do that because I don't have all my ducks in a row, or I'm not going to do this because I can, not everything is lined up. Not everything is this, not everything. I'm sorry, but it's never going to be perfect. You just have to take that jump, right? Perfectionism is a trauma response. It really is. There is something going on deep down. You're unhappy. You need to take care of it. If you find that you can't get through the day without everything being perfect, you need to look inside and find out what's going on.
I was queen of perfectionism. If I was going to have you guys over for supper, it would take me 3 weeks to get ready. I changed the tablecloth 3 times. I changed the menu 4 or 5 times. I changed the dishes. It was crazy. Crazy. Yeah. That was my drug. I didn't do drugs or alcohol back then. I didn't drink and I didn't do drugs, but boy, the perfectionism became my drug. And I spent more money on perfectionism than most people spend on their crack or cocaine. I'm serious.
I was going to say, Dr. Laurie, people can, it's even how you look on the outside, right? Oh, you have to go out without, I can't go out in sweatpants. Oh my word. So even if that is how you're presenting yourself, that you cannot leave the house without a hair in place. Yeah, that's perfectionism. That's a form of perfection.
Well, my husband will tell you, when we met in 1992, he was shocked that I wouldn't take the garbage out unless my hair was done and I had my makeup on. He said, "What are you doing? You're taking the garbage out." Like, I didn't realize, because when you're in something, you cannot see it. Sometimes it takes somebody else to say, "Whoa, wait a minute here, what's going on?"
Yeah.
And he did me the biggest favor, because now when I take the garbage out, I only just do my hair. No. No, I said, you know what? Maybe you should start taking the garbage out.
Yeah. So take that stress off. Absolutely.
Yeah. There we go. We know there's lots of unhappy people out there, and they have very good reason to be unhappy, but You can't stay there, because when you stay there, you get sick and sad and depressed and anxious. And it's all from a fear of being judged, not being accepted, not being fitting in. So today, we're just going to say, don't worry, be happy. Be happy. Don't worry, because there's not a thing you can do about what happened yesterday or the day before or the year before, or in my case, 70 years ago. Okay, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So, well, we wish you the very best of a holiday. Our time is up already. And hopefully this will support some people out there who maybe today are having a bad day, not feeling too great. But once we start to shift and change some of those behaviors, life can be great. Life can be great.
Absolutely.
Okay, everybody.
That's our hump day thoughts.
That's our hump day. Bye for now.